While the tropics are quiet now, today is typically the peak day of hurricane season, and a new report from the City of Houston's Controller Office is raising a tough question.
So after dealing with so many storms in the past, are leaders in that city putting enough money aside to handle the next storm? Marcelino Benito with our news partners in Houston has that story.
Is Houston ready for the next disaster? What's the answer to that question?
We could be doing a lot more.
City Controller Chris Hollins is sounding the alarm. The City of Houston's emergency savings are thin, only enough disaster reserves to cover operations for a few weeks.
What's in our coffers right now is simply not enough.
So do you believe that makes us more vulnerable than we otherwise would be should a storm come?
Absolutely, and it is truly a perfect storm.
Houston's financial strain fueled by years of running budget deficits, strict state limits on raising revenue, and rising fixed costs. Police, fire, and debt alone eat up 75% of Houston's budget. Altogether, it's left the city's savings dangerously short.
That's going to get worse and worse and worse, and we have to do something about that. We have to wake up and understand what time it is.
Houston, no stranger to emergencies. The city's been pummeled with at least one natural disaster every year for the last decade, including two of the top 10 most expensive storms in history, Hurricanes Harvey and Ike.
Here in Houston, it's not an if, it's truly a when.
In the past, FEMA helped backstop the city after disasters. Now, under the Trump administration, the agency facing budget reductions and layoffs. Hollins warns federal aid is too uncertain.
We have to look out for ourselves. We have to understand what it means to be self-reliant, and that means putting more away for these rainy days.
The report found compared to other major cities like Dallas, San Antonio, and Miami, Houston has the weakest financial cushion, with reserves about half of what experts recommend.
When we don't have the money, we can't spend it, period.
Hollins warns if Houston doesn't boost its savings now, the next big storm won't just bring flooding and damage, but a breakdown in city services.
We're at the risk of not having someone to come clean up our neighborhoods. We're at the risk of not having our trash picked up regularly, not having 911 respond when we need them the most.
That was Marcelino Benito reporting. Now, as for solutions, the City Controller's Office is recommending raising minimum reserve requirements, automatically directing year-end surpluses to disaster savings, and even exploring other revenue sources. The mayor and city council will have the final say.